What happens with two people? Say they're separated, but they have the property. What happens with the property?
Well, that's an interesting question, and it's one they get all the time. I've got to tell you, you have to determine first, when you say separated, are these parties just physically separated, legally separated, or separated pursuant to a separation agreement? Usually with a divorce case, what happens is anything that comes into or out of, meaning positive or negative, either assets or debts, during the marital relationship, from the date of marriage to the date of the commencement of the divorce, is considered marital property and therefore subject to equitable distribution. Equitable distribution is what we do, how we divide the property within the context of a divorce proceeding.
Now, what happens if one spouse says, well, that was my property, and the other spouse says, well, no, that was mine? How do you split that 50-50? You just take it and sell it?
Well, I mean, that's interesting. In a divorce case, what we call, in legalese, is a presumption. Anything that comes into the marital relationship of value during the marriage, again, date of marriage, date of commencement, is considered marital property subject to equitable distribution. It's presumed that it's marital property. So the party that's arguing that it's mine separately or it's the other party separately, they have to prove that now. That's their burden to prove, because the court essentially is going to look at it, generally speaking, that that's marital property subject to equitable distribution as long as it came in between those two relevant time, within that relevant time frame.
All right. And if you want to know